Good morning everyone. Stuffy Tanya here. Yes, I'm still stuffy. It's so weird the way this cold is working. Started just a sore throat, no stuffiness, but I felt some pressure in my ears, so I knew I had liquid all up in here. Then I started feeling pressure up in this area, and then now it's all here. But I've been blowing my nose like crazy, so what I'm doing at night, I guess, is working and making it all come out and break up. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Mom. So it's breaking up, and I feel like I have energy. I just sound like poo. So I sound a little funny, but whatever. I sounded funny on my team call last night too. So I wanted to talk about a specific topic. Good morning, Amy. But I also wanted to let you guys know what I have going on. So I have my next free group that's starting. It is a 5-day crockpot group. Hey, Kirsty, how are you? So far, look at this list of peeps in that group. And I need to actually, when I'm done live on here, I need to go onto my personal Facebook. I need to go onto my Instagram on the post that I made about the group and see who else wrote that they wanted in so I can add them into that group. I want to get everybody in there by tomorrow. So then that way I can post the guide. There will be a guide that is a file that I'm going to be putting into the group. The group is on Facebook, so you have to be on Facebook to do this particular group. Good morning, Sean. And that group on Facebook is going to be a guide where you guys can print it out. It's going to give you your shopping list. It's going to give you tips for cooking, nutrition tips, crockpot tips, and it's going to give you all that in the guide. It's going to give you your breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, and dinner for the week. And then it's also going to have your shopping list for the entire week, and then it's going to break down each day what you need to eat and the recipe for it, so that way you could eat it. And then I'm going to be posting little tips and different nutrition things and stuff like that each day. Yes, Kirsty, I will put your name on here right now. I had gone live at one point on here telling you guys what I had going on, and I had you guys post that you wanted to be part of the Crockpot group. So I have those people on this list as well. So I got to finish that list so I can get everybody added today and tomorrow, and I can go live in there and give everybody the down low of how it's going to go. So if you know anybody that might be interested in the Crockpot group, basically their meals and their meal plan Monday through Friday is going to be set for them, tag them here. So then that way I can communicate with them and I can get them into that group. But anyways, my topic today, what I wanted to talk about is it worth the fight? And this is what made me think of it, because I've had a lot of people reaching out to me since being sick, guys, because I have not been sick, and this is not even an exaggeration. Sean, are you on Facebook? This is not even an exaggeration. I have not been sick for 5 years. Alex was like, babe, I've never had to take care of you. I've never seen you sick. So, and as you can tell, when I get sick, it shows here because of all the pressure. All right, cool. Sean, find me on Facebook. You'll know it's me from my profile picture. Tanya Griss, TanyagrisS, S as in Sam, S as in Sam. Find me, add me, and then I can add you. But I'm going to write your name here on the list right now. That way I can add you to this group. Hey, Jacqueline. You're welcome, Kirsty. So basically, for me, what I'm saying is it worth the fight? I've had a lot of messages since being sick, and I'm sorry if I seem like I'm talking loud. I can't hear great out of my ears. They're really clogged. But I can't do decongestant, so I'm just kind of doing my own thing with my doTERRA oils and in diffusing them. I have a roller ball for Breathe that I'm putting behind my ears, and stuff like that. So I'm doing it all natural here. So it's going to take a little bit to be able to hear 100%. But with all those messages, people are like, how are you working out sick? When I'm sick, I am out. I don't even want to do dishes. I don't even want to cook. I don't want to do anything. It takes all my energy to even go pee. And I'm like, I'm not going to let this stop me. Now, if I had a fever, if I really felt horrible, then I do let it stop me. And I would do something like yoga, or I would take a rest day. But I feel good enough to do my workouts. Like the first day where I wasn't sure if I wanted to work out, I said, you know what, let me try it. Let me try. And see if I can get my workout done. And if I can, then I'll go ahead and push through. If I can't, I'm going to stop. So that was a promise I made myself, because I had to at least try, because then the whole day I would have been like, oh, well, I probably could have done it. Or, you know, I would have just been mind screwing myself with the fact that maybe I would have been okay doing it. So I pushed myself. And the reason why I do that, because for me, that fight was worth it. It was really like a turning point in me feeling a little bit better. It was, hold on 1 second. I like on Instagram that when people get on, I can press wave and I could wave at them. I wish Facebook did that. And the little hand goes like this. So we're going to say hi to each person. So for me, the fight is worth it. When I work out, I don't know how you guys are, but when I work out, my body starts to get heated and I start to sweat. My nose runs. So I felt all the pressure up here. So I was like, you know what, let me work out. It'll help it all come out. And now I can't stop it from coming out. I'm going through tissue boxes like crazy. But that's a good thing, I guess. So for me, yes, the fight is worth it. The same thing with all the hard times that I went through. When you're going through it, at the time that you're going through those hard times, you don't think it's worth it. Sometimes we do the pity party. Sometimes we do the woe is me, why is this happening to me type thing, right? I mean, come on, be honest. Give some thumbs up and hearts or whatever. I love that your name is so much fun. What is your actual real name? And hello from South Florida. They're in North Carolina for my Facebook people that can't see this. They have the same problem during the cold months. So, you know, you have to, like, okay, I don't know if all of you know my story with my divorce and how difficult it was, and then going with being a full-time mom to now having to share the time. And it was just a really hard time for me. But when I look at it now, and I see where I am now, I see the strength I have now, that, you know, the person back in the day, if I got sick, would not be doing any of this stuff. So for me, the fight was worth it. All the bad that I had to go through was worth it for the life that I have now. I am extremely blessed with the life that I have. It was a tough road getting here, but I'm so blessed with what I have. And that's what I mean by, is the fight worth it? Like, we really have to look at what we're fighting for. We really have to look at what we're going through, what we're fighting for, what we're standing up for, and is it really worth it? Because in all honesty, you have to go through bad days. You have to go through the hard times to earn the best days, to earn the best life that you deserve. It's not just handed to you. Good morning, Christina. I haven't had you live with me forever. Good morning. So life isn't just handed to you on a silver platter. You have to work for that shit. So you've got to go through the rough roads. You got to go through the obstacles. You got to go through the really hard times to get the best days. And that's one thing that I've learned. So if you're going through a hard time right now, if you're like, oh my God, there is not a light at the end of this tunnel, know that there is. Because from the bad days come the good days. From the rough life comes the best life. I love you too, Amy. That is my mindset with things. And the reason my mindset is like that is because I've lived it. I have lived it. Let me get rid of that Snapchat. You know, so to me, the answer to that question, is it worth fighting for? Yes, it is. You know why? Because you are worth fighting for. You are worth everything. You're worth everything. You're worth every fight. Your happiness is worth it. And you have to remember that. You've got to keep the mindset and remember how important you truly are. And that anything that you feel in your heart, that is worth fighting for. It's worth fighting for. Your children are worth fighting for. Your happiness is worth fighting for. There's no reason to be miserable and just go with the flow. You are worth fighting for. So I was thinking of all of that because I've had people messaging me like, you should really rest and, you know, everything else. But I feel fine. I'm just stuffy. Like, I'm not dying. I feel good. I get a little tired midday, but I take a little nap. It's just, if I let this hold me down, I wouldn't be able to be helping the people in my group because I'd be too tired or not feeling well. A lot of people don't start this fitness journey or this lifestyle because they're like, I'm too tired. Well, you're too tired because you're not moving. And I wasn't going to let that happen to me, because if I let the days compile on top of each other of not exercising, that's going to set the habit of not exercising and getting lazy and tired. Because that's what happens to us. That's why we get lazy and tired. Is because we're not doing anything. We're not moving. We're not doing anything. We have to do something. So, with that being said, your answer to that question that I asked should be hell yeah. It's worth fighting for. The fight is worth it. It's worth it because in the end, you're going to have what you deserve, and you're going to have what you've been striving for however long it's been. Like in my situation, I didn't want to be in that relationship. I wasn't happy. You can ask Amy, who's on here with us. I have known Amy for ever. And I'm not going to tell you how long, because then I'm aging myself. But I will tell you that I've known her forever, and we would have these talks, and I would tell her how unhappy I was. And, oh, my nose is running. I would tell her how happy I was, and how unhappy I was, and how I didn't want to be there, but I would stay. And then I decided to fight. We aren't old. You know what? I don't feel the number, so that's a plus. But I fought because I was done. I was done not being happy, and I fought and I fought and I fought. And that fight was so, hell yeah, we sexy. That fight was so worth it. So worth it. So you guys have got to fight for what you believe in and for what you know you truly deserve. And make it all worth it. Push yourself. If there's something you truly want, fight. And that could be anything. But this is what I tell my coaches on my team all the time. If you truly want this business and you truly want to help people, you're going to have to fight yourself, because there's going to be days that you're so busy you don't have time to do anything. But you know what? That's not fair to the people that have come to you for help. They're entrusting in you, and they came to you because they feel that you are the right one to help them through this. Do not give up on them. So you can't give up on yourself. You just got to push through. You got to keep fighting. You've got to answer the messages when they ask you the questions. You have to check in with your groups each day. It doesn't really take that much time, but you've got to fight for it if you want it. You have to make non-negotiables in life. Just like I tell my coaches, they have to make non-negotiables in their business. I will do this particular thing every single day without fail. My non-negotiable in my business without fail is getting my workouts done, drinking my superpowers and activating my superfoods and activating my superpowers. I can't even speak because I didn't finish it yet. And making sure that I am 100% dialed in with my group members. The people that have been interested in joining my group and might not have joined yet, I'm 100% dialed into chatting with them, inviting them to my group so they know what's going on. I'm always just informing everyone, just like my Crop Pot group coming up. You guys know I always have, it's always changing. There's always a free group going on. There's always a group going on that you can do the same workouts as me. And then another non-negotiable is to constantly be checking in with my group. Giving everybody props, that is logging their workouts and logging their drinks. Oh, thank you, Amy. I feel like I've been a fighter my whole life. I really do. I feel like I've been a fighter my whole life. But that's what made me think about this topic, about if the fight is worth it. And it is. It is. And you know why we fight so hard? We fight so hard because we love ourselves, or we love whoever we're fighting for, whether it be your children, your spouse, yourself, whatever it is. But you've got to remember that it is worth it. If it's something you truly want, you better put up them dukes and fight. So that's my call to action to you today, is to put those fists up, protect your face, and get the fighting started. Go out there, fight for what you want. Even if it's that you want to start a fitness journey, but you haven't done it in 5 years, hello, I'm right here, I can help you. Like, or if I'm just not your cup of tea, I might be too hyper for you, or too silly, or whatever it may be. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. I can point you in the right direction of maybe a different coach on my team that you might be able to blend a little bit better with. Somebody you feel might understand you a little bit more. I'll help you. Even if it's not you coming to me, I'll get you to the right person. But you got to make that first step, and that first step is you reaching out and fighting for yourself. So that's my call to action to you today. If there's something that you truly wish that you were fighting for, just put them up and fight. So have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, guys. I'm going to go finish activating these superpowers. I need to blow my nose for like the 100th time already, and it's only, almost 8 o'clock, and I've blown my nose a million times. I guess it's a good thing. And then I'm going to finish this list so I can start adding everybody. So make sure you let me know if you want in on this group, and I will get you in there. But have a wonderful Wednesday, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.